Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It's Blake here. Welcome back to another trade recap. I apologize again for no recap yesterday. It was my birthday, but we do have some good news and we have some bad news. Okay, so yesterday we had our biggest day of the month. It was a $15,000 trade. It hit in like 10 minutes. I was very oversized, but it was a great trade. We'll go over that in a second. But the bad news is, so obviously you guys can imagine, 21st birthday, you're up 15K. It's a great feeling. As soon as market closes, I got an email and your boy got moved to live. The reason this sucks so bad is because one, Topstep just changed their rules with live, so basically I'm only gonna get 20%. And the reason this sucks so much, okay, is I already risk heavy, so I don't mind it. The reason this sucks is I'm only on the second payout of these accounts and I'm getting rinsed already. Mind you guys, I just requested these payouts 1 day ago, 1 day before my birthday. I requested a 15 or it was like an 18K payout. Um, but I requested, that was the second payout on these accounts. And then in 2 days, okay, in 2 days, we ran this shit up. Don't mind the executions, by the way. That's just me scaling into positions. But you can see my two best trades were easily Tuesday and Wednesday. I took them with size, and it net me a crazy P&L. This is like a 30K a week off the top of my head, or I'm not sure if I'm right. But overall, 78K on the month just with Topstep. I get it. I'm rinsing them. I don't care. But it really pisses me off that they moved me this quick. The main reason is because after that trade that we hit on Wednesday, my birthday, yesterday, it put us at a balance for another max payout. I literally was going to take 3 winning days, wasn't even going to take them with full size. I was just going to take another 150 days and request a max payout. It would have been a 50K month just from, or like a 55K month just from Topstep alone, just from requesting payouts. And that would have been only 3 requests. Okay. And then I probably would have took another max request after that. And so the idea that we're getting moved to live now really sucks, right? Because again, 20% if I have 5 accounts, okay, you guys can see my balance is 9.5. So that's what I'm going to be left with. I'm going to be trading 9.5K. And I have unrealized 50K. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to blow it. You guys will see me slowly start to request that over time, hopefully, Lord willing, but I will not let that go. Okay, I'm used to blowing accounts, okay, but we're not blowing that kind of P&L. So with that being said, I am now the prop firm BOP, okay? Anybody that wants to reach out to me with some prop firms that they know are good, any prop firms that want to reach out to me themselves, I am all open ears. I am going to be looking at Lucid. I'm going to be looking at Tradeify. I'm going to be looking at MFF. Alpha as well. I have been loyal to Topstep for honestly as long as I can remember. I've literally only really ever traded Topstep, but I cannot lie to you, this is very annoying. This is very annoying. I had one of my best trading months, and just the idea of this and the way they changed their rules, I don't even get to request again before getting moved to live. If I could request max payout before getting moved, I would genuinely not care. But the fact that I have a max payout just waiting for me, I was anticipating a max payout in 3 days, and now I'm not. And that's really annoying. I'm sure you guys can understand. Again, it's their company. They can do whatever they want, but I'm sure you guys can understand when you're doing good. It's very annoying when someone else is the reason that you can no longer do that good, right? So, again, going to be looking at tons and tons of prop firms, but let's get into today and yesterday. We're not even going to go over today at all, just because visibly you can tell it looks like jack shit. Okay. Let's go over what I took yesterday during my birthday. It was a really clean trade. I was literally just chilling in bed. Took it with some size, and boy, did this thing run. Okay, so pretty much all we took was on ES. I just took a pretty much safe stop. I took this 5 minute close. I actually did preemptively take it. Okay. I took it like mid close. That's just because, again, I'm okay with taking the risk. Okay. Seeing a big candle come down like this as a retrace and then immediately opening up, and we're pretty much already at the next high. I'm okay with assuming the risk. I just took it a little bit early. You can see if you took the close, it would have been fine. So I'm just putting it at the close. I did scale into this position as well. I added a mini at that close as well. My break even was just going to be this high right here. I was really confident in this trade. Again, you guys know, what do I like to trade to? I love to trade to low resistance liquidity. We have tons of low resistance liquidity right here. What did we do? We swept out these lows and left a high resistance low. So what am I always going to want to do? Trade away from high resistance to low resistance. You can see volume picks up crazy. We get a good close. I would have liked this 5-minute inverse, but again, look what we do. We wick it. So what do? We wait, right? What do we do through the next close? We inverse it. Again, I just pre-anticipated it. If you waited for the close, again, still good. Think it's still valid. Just rock a bigger stop. And you can see this thing ran literally 1.5 R. What was I risking on this? Probably like 1.7 something, whatever would equate to a 3K P&L. That's what I risked, because as you guys can see, this is what we got yesterday. It was a crazy fat P&L, 15.3 almost K day, and it's gone. It's gone. I was assuming to request max payout, like I said, again, within a few days, but Topstep absolutely decided to flame your boy. And again, let's go over to NQ real quick. I just want to show you guys that both did look good. I think even if you took it on NQ, it's actually better. I think I just took it on ES because I wanted a better entry, but it actually does look like NQ is better. But you can see delivers very cleanly, guys. Just clean volume to LRO, and then again, all you have to do is avoid just days like today. Like visibly, you cannot tell. I know some people took like a quick break even to like these highs. If you took something like this close right here to those highs, okay. After that, what are we doing? Nothing. You should just be off, right? If you're doing anything after that, you're just kind of looking for trouble. But again, nothing really much in these days either, right? After we take the clean draw, what do? We slow down again, do nothing. I told you guys, what are we going to do after we take the draw? We're either going to slow down, chop higher, continue going higher, we're going to chop down, completely reverse, or we're going to chop down and just go back into the range, which is exactly what we do. Okay, so just focus on avoiding bad days like today. Okay, tomorrow's Friday, so probably I probably won't trade. Maybe if I can get Tradecopia hooked up, we will trade some of those evals. But again, I'm not gonna lie, this is very frustrating. I'm almost probably just gonna take the rest of the week off. But again, these are things that you just have to deal with. I have to deal with. Again, notice how I'm not crashing out though. I know a lot of people, just because of this big like ban wave they did on Topstep with hedging. I know a lot of people got falsely accused, or maybe they traded evals at the same time, and so a lot of people even crashed out and they blew their accounts. So I'm not gonna do that. If you think I'm not going to request my 50 bandos over time, I promise you, we're going to request this. If I crash out, I mean, ROI was given, I guess. I don't know, but you guys will hopefully come along with the journey with me. But if you guys have any questions about my trade that I took here, I did pretty much talk about it in my Discord as well when I took it. I was calling it out. Not like calling it out, I don't signal or anything like that. But I was saying like what I took, things like that. I always mention what I take in my Discord. So if you guys haven't joined that, join that in the description. Feel free to follow me on Instagram as well. But again, just frustrating day, but also the biggest day. Again, can't really be upset. I mean, it was a great month. It was a good run, guys. So this is 78K when you add it all together across 5 accounts. We started with light risk. I always do that. And then what did we do? Once we built our buffer request first time, we up risk. And you can see they pay. But I've never gotten moved to live this quick. And it honestly does suck. It honestly does suck. I even took winning days, but I guess I took too many full-size days. I had 3 winning days in here. Like you can see this day, I even took like, I think 2 trades this day. I usually don't, but scaling into positions, things like that. But I guess they didn't fuck with it. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments and join the Discord. But I'm going to go try and enjoy the rest of my weekend. And yeah.